A reading from The Accidental Gangster by Ori Spottle. How do you mark time? Some people count the gray hairs on their heads or the lines in their faces. For others, it is the number of children and grandchildren. To many others, it is the joy of growing old with a special loved one, or the accumulation of material wealth, or objects they collect, such as art. My marker of time is a people I have kept alive, thanks to the grace of God and some behind the scenes, moving and shaping by me. They are still above the ground, walking, talking, and breathing. Who am I? My name is Orlando Ori Spottle, and they call me the mob boss of Hollywood. Now, being in prison was a wake-up call for me in many respects. It taught me that the life I had chosen was the wrong one, and that the people I had thought were my friends weren't there for me when the chips were down. This experience has made me even more appreciative of those who did stick by me. In my 40 years plus in Hollywood, I have met a lot of people, many of whom I've forgotten, and many more who are long gone. Imagine a boy from a small town in upstate New York watching television as a youngster, and then meeting those actors and actresses in person as an adult. I knew Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, Don Rickles, Red Skelton, Connie Stevens, and many more. I ended up doing favors for some of them, and sometimes spoke to other people on their behalf. I sometimes ask myself, why can't I just be a normal person and live a normal life? But at the end of the day, I know I will not trade my life. I am what I was born to be. When I read that I was being referred to as the mob boss of Hollywood, I wondered, who are these people we call they? Who says a lot of things they really know nothing about. I've been searching for them, but I've not found them yet. If you find them, please let me know. For nearly 40 years, I was a personal friend and associate of the famed underboss of the Colombo crime family, John Sonny Franchese. Sometimes I was referred to Sonny and other New York mobsters as our man in Hollywood. When I entered the federal prison in Lompoc, California in 2010, a guard announced over the loudspeaker that I was the mob boss of Hollywood. The truth is, I wasn't a made member of any crime family. I had the opportunity to become made, but not the desire. I didn't want anyone to be able to claim me, as they say in our life. Besides Sonny, I was close to other well-known gangsters, including Jimmy Cacci, who was from Buffalo but relocated to California, and England's Joey Pyle. I also met and was friends, and Meyer Lansky, Carlo Marcello, and several others throughout the country. I associated with lesser-known criminals as well, who were con men, thieves, robbers, and killers. Please understand that the criminal types I associated with weren't all bad though. Many of them had good hearts and were true friends. I was proud to know them. I made money, lots of it, through various scams, burglaries, and armed robberies. I even earned by working as a sort of debt collector, recouping money from people who, for one reason or another, couldn't go through normal channels to get their money back. I also had a talent as a negotiator and intervened to resolve disputes between competitors before any blood was shed. And using that talent here in Hollywood, I built a reputation as a person who handled problems for celebrities, studio executives, and others quickly, fairly, and most importantly, confidentially. I did things such as getting celebrities into drug rehabs, resolving money issues between stars and their agent or studios, and straightening out overzealous fans or stalkers. Not a single client's name ever appeared in a newspaper or on TV. Yet, in spite of my lengthy criminal career, I can honestly say that as a kid growing up in a small city in upstate New York, I never had any thoughts of becoming a gangster.